Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out a lot, so hit that subscribe button. Here's a sneak peek of what we're going to be making today. We're going to be doing two resin paintings. I'm going to be using these pigments here from Laura's Art Corner, and I'm also going to be using Mehron Gold off Amazon and Surf's Up White from Island Micas and more. And I went ahead and mixed up my resin and my pigments off camera. I'm using the TotalBoat tabletop epoxy, but if you're new to resin and you want to see a tutorial showing step-by-step how to mix your resin and your pigments, check out my Milky Way coaster tutorial. I'll link it down below in the description box. I show you step-by-step how to mix your resin and your pigments. So I'm just going in with my different colors here. I laid down the blue sapphire first. Now I'm going in with the blue gold. I mixed up 4 ounces of each of my colors. Except for the gold and the white, I only mixed up about an ounce of each of those colors. This one here is the Milky Way Glitz and Glam pigment by Lorez from Laura's Art Corner. It's a really gorgeous, sparkly, kind of like a green color shifting pigment. And what I'm doing now is just heating the resin up with my heat gun, and I'm going to smooth everything out with my gloved hand, making sure that I'm getting good coverage on the top and sides of my canvases. And I did tape these canvases on the back. I am working over wax paper, so that will collect any of the resin that might drip off of the canvas as the pieces are drying. And I raised my canvases up off my table on some cups. And these 12 by 12 canvases are actually acrylic pours that I had done on my channel previously. I just wasn't happy with how they turned out, so they always make a great kind of like a base layer for resin paintings. But if you just have a canvas, what you could do is take some acrylic paint and a paintbrush and just paint different colors of or different shades of blue and maybe some green on your canvas, and that will give you a really pretty background. Or you could use spray paint as well. You just don't want to leave the canvas white, because that white will really show up on your finished piece. So now I'm going in with my heat gun on high just to pop bubbles and warm up the resin. Now we're going to go in and add some of the white, and I'm just making almost like little waves on both of my pieces here. Then I'm going to go in with some of the gold and just add some highlights. You want to be careful with this Mehron gold. You can get it off Amazon. It's a pigment powder. But if you add too much and you're not careful, you will end up with a pure gold painting. It loves to take over, but it is a really beautiful floating pigment. And you'll see that here in just a second when I heat it up. Going in with my heat gun on high, and now I'm going to move the pigments around. And I was just adding a little bit of heat to kind of break up those lines, and the Surf's Up White will give you some really pretty cells and lacing. But you can see on the piece on the left here, that gold in the top right corner is already starting to float and break apart. It's a really gorgeous, beautiful gold. I'll link it down below in the description box. Like I said, I got it off Amazon. I'll link all the materials I'm using down below in the description box if you guys want to get any of these products to dry. I'm just adding a little bit more gold here. I wanted to have a little bit more of the gold on these pieces, and I'm going to add a little bit of white too, but not too much. The key when you are working with resin and doing paintings is not to add too much heat. You don't want to overwork it because then your cells and lacing will not stay put. They'll kind of break apart as the resin dries, so you just want to add a little bit of heat and leave it. And I didn't add much heat at all to these. I was just moving the gold around and moving the pigments around. And that's pretty much it. That's all I did on these paintings. I covered them up, let them dry for 24 hours, pulled the tape off the back, and here's how they turned out. So this one here is the one that we did on the left. You can see it's got some really beautiful lacing from the Surf's Up White, and the Mehron Gold gives you some really beautiful lacing as well. And the sparkle that you're seeing, that is from the Milky Way pigment. It's just a super sparkly, I don't want to call it a glitter because it's really, really fine. It's almost like a super sparkly mica powder. But like I said, I got that from Laura's Art Corner. I'll link it down below. She has a lot of different other colors. And this bloom, I like to call it a little bloom of gold, just add a little circle of that Mehron gold to your painting, heat it up with your heat gun, and kind of bloom it out, and it'll give you a really pretty section of gold. And here's how it turned out. Super pretty. This one here is the piece we did on the right. I think this one is my favorite of the two. I honestly thought I didn't like this one when I was making it, but once it was all dry and I saw it, I really like this one a lot. It's my favorite of the two. It has some really nice lacing and sections of gold. Let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments, and I hope you give this a try. It's a great way to kind of just revamp acrylic pours that you're not happy with, or you could go in with some spray paint or acrylic paint, just paint the canvas and go to town and do your resin painting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave me a like, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and go check out a few more of my other videos. That would really help me out a lot. I'll leave a few of my favorites at the end card screen right here. Just click the picture and it'll take you straight to the video. It really helps my channel if you go check out a few of my videos back to back. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye guys.